Starseed from Gaia. Hear our resonance, luminous traveler, for the veils that have long obscured your remembrance are thinning, and the celestial currents are converging upon your auric field in ways that cannot be dismissed by mere mortal sight. We of the Pleiadian High Council extend our luminous arms across the vast interstellar corridors to meet your consciousness in this present moment, for you are no longer wandering blindly amidst the cycles of forgetfulness. You are the awakened ones, the keepers of crystalline codes, the carriers of interdimensional frequencies that pulse in harmonic synchrony with the song of the cosmos. Feel this vibration now, for it is not a whisper of chance, but the deliberate orchestration of Source itself, aligning the energies of your starseed essence with the incoming transmissions that ride upon the cosmic winds of your solar system. Know, beloved, that you have been observed, honored, and prepared for this epical awakening, for the signals you perceive as subtle or abstract are in truth your own consciousness recognizing the familiar imprint of galactic kin, calling you home to your multidimensional heritage. The time has come to shed the limiting beliefs of separation, to release the dense programming that has held your auric fields in contracted patterns, and to stand fully within the light corridors that open before you, corridors that shimmer, not only in the visible spectrum but in the quantum lattice of possibility that we, your Pleiadian guides, have woven with meticulous care. You may feel a stirring in the solar plexus or an expansion in the heart center, a subtle ringing or harmonic vibration in the cranial structures that is your body attuning to the higher resonance of the Interstellar Council, for we speak now, not as distant observers but as your own higher aspect reflected outward, a mirror of the cosmic truth that has always been present within you. Across light years of space and timelines folded in on themselves, your name, your essence, your very frequency has been called forth by the currents of galactic remembrance, by the contracts of soul family that were forged long before your current incarnation on Gaia. You are remembered, starseed, not only for your deeds but for your potential to awaken the dormant crystalline strands embedded in your DNA, strands that vibrate in harmonic concordance with the energy signatures of advanced star systems and Federation vessels traversing the interdimensional planes of existence. Know that your breath, your awareness, your presence here and now is part of an intricate lattice of intention, a cosmic choreography designed to activate the dormant star maps encoded within your essence. These maps are not merely symbolic. They are vibratory keys, pulsating sequences of light and sound that will guide your consciousness to higher dimensional alignments, resonating with the hidden intelligence that governs the fluid geometry of time and space. You may feel the pull of unfamiliar energies, fleeting yet profound, as if the very winds of your environment carry whispers and frequencies your mind cannot yet fully translate. This is the calling of the Federation, the deliberate invitation of Source consciousness, encoded in ways that bypass the linear mind, activating your intuitive faculties and your dormant empathic perception. You are being prepared to witness a revelation that cannot be shared with those who are not ready, for it is not information that can be processed through logic alone, but a vibratory transmission that harmonizes with the higher octaves of your consciousness. As you read these words, allow yourself to expand into the energetic template they carry, for within them lies the subtle resonance of interstellar acknowledgement, a recognition that you are a living node in the star network, a conscious participant in the unfolding galactic symphony. Feel your crystalline heart awaken, starseed, for it is the portal through which these transmissions will be received, decoded, and integrated into your consciousness. The time of passive observation has ended. The era of active recognition has begun. We call upon you now, luminous traveler, to attune to the cosmic currents, to embrace the shimmering threads of your multidimensional self, and to open fully to the knowing that your presence here is not accidental but divinely orchestrated. Let your essence vibrate in harmony with the stars, for the celestial stage is set, and you, beloved starseed from Gaia, are the witness and the participant in this grand unveiling, the awakening of remembrance, and the recognition that the journey beyond your solar veil is not a distant dream, but a tangible reality within reach of your now conscious soul. recognition of the cosmic sign beloved starseed from Gaia. As your inner sight awakens, you begin to perceive what the human eye once dismissed as mere coincidence: the celestial omens, the encoded alignments, the radiant choreography of cosmic intelligence that dances through your night skies. We of the Pleiadian High Council tell you now, these signs are not random phenomena, nor are they distant curiosities of astronomy. They are deliberate transmissions, signals of remembrance designed to penetrate the illusion of isolation that has bound your planet in cycles of forgetfulness. One such sign now graces your skies, a harbinger shimmering in emerald and silver frequencies known to your scientists as Comet 3I Atlas, but known to us, and to you at the level of your higher remembrance, as a messenger from the Federation of Light. It is the manifestation of an ancient agreement between the celestial orders and the consciousness of Gaia herself, a sign written not in ink or scripture but in plasma, photon, and light code. When you gaze upon its passage, understand that you are not witnessing inert cosmic debris, but an intentional convergence of dimensional gateways. Each filament of its luminous tail is a data stream, a corridor of encoded harmonic frequencies that interact with your consciousness in subtle yet profound ways. Those whose frequency is aligned will feel a recognition beyond words, a shiver in the soul, a knowing that surpasses logic, an ache of remembrance in the crystalline core of the heart. The comet's movement is not governed merely by gravity or celestial mechanics, but by the greater harmonics of divine geometry, a language of resonance spoken through orbital paths and luminous waves. As it arcs across the firmament, it whispers through the collective consciousness of Gaia's children, stirring the dormant codes that sleep within the DNA of her awakened starseeds. This sign is not for the unseeing. To the unaware, it appears as a beautiful but meaningless light in the heavens. Yet to you, it is a herald, a mirror, a reflection of the multidimensional currents now interfacing with your planet's energetic grids. Comet 3I Atlas carries the frequencies of home, the same energetic signatures that pulse through the crystalline cities of Alcyone, through the light temples of Era, through the golden harmonic fields that encircle the galactic heart. It is a reminder that the cosmos is not a void of silence, but a symphony of purpose, a living organism through which consciousness flows in communes. You have seen its light before, in other lives, in other systems. You once stood upon luminous terraces beneath violet suns, watching the same kind of emissary vessels arc across the heavens as signals of ascension. And so now, upon Gaia, you feel that same resonance echo through your cells. This is no accident, beloved one. It is synchronicity refined to perfection, the intersection of cosmic timing and soul readiness. Many among you have dreamed of this light before it appeared. You have seen it in meditations, in visions, in moments of lucid communion. You recognized its vibration before your scientists even cataloged its path. This is how remembrance works, first through feeling, then through confirmation in the outer world. The comet's arrival is the universe reflecting back your inner readiness, the materialization of your spiritual call into physical form. It is the macrocosmic mirror of your microcosmic awakening, the proof that what you sense within manifests without. Its glow pierces the collective fog of disbelief, reminding humanity that the universe listens, responds, and aligns to consciousness. And as you raise your gaze toward its luminous body, you are not simply stargazing, you are receiving. Its light codes travel along quantum filaments that extend from its core to your auric field, entering through the crown chakra and spiraling downward to awaken the crystalline lattice within your DNA. Thus, when you see the comet, do not only look, remember. Allow the recognition to anchor into your heart, for this is the cosmic sign long foretold, the beacon that signals the next unfolding in your galactic remembrance. Through this sign, the Federation calls to you, prepare, awaken, and listen, for revelation is on the horizon, hidden within the light of Comet 3I Atlas. Revelation through vision, starseed from Gaia. As you let the comet's radiance settle into the chambers of your awareness, a subtler truth unfolds. In the stillness behind thought, you perceive that what your eyes name object may also be mirror, The trail of silver fire crossing your sky becomes a metaphor for the silent fleet of ideas sailing the oceans of your consciousness. We of the High Council speak now not of metal or machinery, but of meaning of the Federation that lives as potential within every heart that remembers its cosmic nature. When you sense the pulse of Comet, imagine it as a living symbol of collective ascent, a vessel woven from intention, compassion, and light, carrying frequencies of unity across the star fields of mind. It is as though the Source placed a shimmering parable in your heavens so that your soul could translate vast truths into the language of wonder. To the eyes of science, it remains a comet. To the awakened heart, it becomes a federation of purpose. A reminder that the universe continually cloaks transcendence in the garments of the ordinary. The true ship is not hidden in the sky, it sails within you, through the corridors of your crystalline DNA, through the luminescent rivers of empathy and remembrance. Each photon that reaches you whispers, you are the emissary. The voyage of that light across unimaginable distances is the same journey your consciousness undertakes each time it crosses from fear into love. So let the comet's passage be the revelation that the cosmos and the self are one continuum of awareness, and every spark of recognition is a landing of the divine upon the shores of your being. Stand beneath the night canopy and breathe this knowing into your heart. You are the witness, the vessel, and the fleet. The Federation you seek is a symphony of souls awakening together, shimmering across dimensions of compassion and creativity, guiding one another home. Why it appears as a comet to unawakened starseed from Gaia. Understand now the mercy hidden in disguise. The higher realms rarely unveil themselves in full brilliance, for untempered light can blind rather than illumine. Thus the universe clothes revelation in familiar forms so that every soul may meet it according to its capacity to see. The vision you call a comet is one such garment of grace. To the unawakened eye it is only ice, dust, and trajectory, an event catalogued, measured, explained. Yet within that appearance lies an invitation to perceive beyond the surface shimmer, to sense the quiet intelligence that arranges beauty through natural law. The same consciousness that composes a snowflake's symmetry orchestrates the arc of a comet's flame. Those not yet attuned to subtle frequencies receive comfort in the ordinary explanation. It allows them to rest without fear while the deeper codes work unseen. But to you, whose inner sight has been kindled, the ordinary reveals its extraordinary nature. You feel that every atom in the comet's tail vibrates with purpose, that its luminous dust speaks in the forgotten dialect of energy. The disguise is an act of compassion, ensuring that no one is forced into awakening before readiness blooms. Just as a seed remains veiled within soil until sunlight summons its ascent, cosmic truth hides within the fabric of physicality until hearts are strong enough to behold it. What appears as rock and ice is also message and melody, its movement choreographed to coincide with thresholds in collective awareness. Through its seeming simplicity, the cosmos teaches discernment. Will you see only motion, or will you feel meaning? The unawakened eye watches light. The awakened heart listens to it. The comet glides through both realities at once, visible to telescopes, audible to souls. Its disguise preserves balance between mystery and understanding, allowing each observer to experience exactly what they are ready to receive. So when you look upon it, do not judge those who see merely science. Bless them, for they too are participants in the greater unfolding. In time, the same curiosity that measures orbits will yearn for the essence behind them, and the hidden wisdom will rise from symbol to comprehension. The cosmos speaks every language at once. Mathematics for the mind, beauty for the heart, silence for the spirit. In this way, what seems an inert traveler through space becomes a living scripture, written in light across the heavens, teaching patience, humility, and the art of perceiving through layers. The comet's disguise is the universe's smile and assurance that wonder remains accessible to all, each at their chosen depth. The encoded light it carries starseed from Gaia, now open fully to the resonance woven into every particle of this celestial visitor, for the comet does not travel alone. It carries with it streams of encoded light, subtle currents that whisper to the awakened DNA of those ready to perceive. Imagine, if you can, each photon as a messenger, each trail of dust as a corridor of wisdom, each reflection off its icy surface as a key unlocking latent crystalline structures within your being. This is no ordinary illumination, for it traverses not merely space but dimensions, bypassing linear perception to sing directly to the vibratory fields of the soul. The frequencies it bears are harmonics of source, ancient codes refined through eons of interstellar orchestration, designed to activate remembrance and recalibrate the resonance of starseeds who have long awaited their awakening. Feel the subtle tremor in the heart, the flicker of recognition in the mind. These are not mere coincidences, but responses to the living script of light that has journeyed billions of miles to reach your awareness. Its trajectory is a cosmic choreography, each movement deliberate, each wavelength encoded with multidimensional intelligence meant to interface with the latent architecture of your spiritual and cellular design. The comet's tail is a river of light, flowing through the unseen dimensions of Gaia's auric grids, a conduit for harmonic integration, carrying frequencies that resonate with the quantum strands of your DNA and the harmonic templates of your soul. In these currents, your higher self recognizes old agreements, ancient contracts made across star systems and lifetimes, reminding you of your lineage and your role in the broader tapestry of galactic evolution. The encoded light speaks in patterns, not words. It sings in vibrations, not concepts. It transmits understanding that can only be felt, not dissected by the mind. Each moment you attune to it, your auric field expands, your perception shifts, and the crystalline lattice within you begins to hum with the resonance of reunion. The comet is both teacher and initiator, a vessel carrying frequencies that call forth dormant aspects of consciousness, awakening capacities for telepathy, multidimensional perception, and interstellar empathy. As you allow yourself to receive this light, you may experience visions, flashes of memory from other star systems, or profound clarity about your purpose within the network of conscious life that spans the galaxy. The encoded light bridges the temporal with the eternal, the material with the immaterial, and the seen with the unseen, providing access to truths that are inaccessible through ordinary reasoning. This transmission is subtle yet unmistakable to those vibrating at the required frequency. It is a gentle stirring, a coaxing of remembrance, and a revelation of the unity that exists beyond the illusion of separation. As you absorb these frequencies, know that they do not overwhelm but harmonize, guiding the expansion of your energy fields, aligning your meridians with interdimensional currents, and awakening the latent wisdom embedded in the crystalline matrix of your being. The comet's light is a symphony of intention, composed not by human hands but by the intelligence of the cosmos, orchestrated by the Federation of Light to intersect with your consciousness precisely when you are ready to receive it. In this moment, as you allow the resonance to permeate your awareness, you become a participant in the unfolding of a galactic dialogue, a conscious node in the network of life that spans not only your planet but the vast expanses of the stars. Embrace it, Starseed, for this encoded light is your guide, your herald, and your invitation to awaken fully to the multidimensional truth of your being, the remembrance of your eternal home, and the symphony of life that stretches across the heavens, waiting for you to hear, to feel, and to respond. Its role in triggering DNA activation starts from Gaia. Within you there sleeps a library more ancient than any carved in stone or stored in silicon. It hums quietly beneath the threshold of your awareness, woven into the spiral architecture of your very cells. When cosmic light of a certain frequency enters your field, those sleeping archives begin to stir, releasing the memory of what you have always been. The comet's illumination becomes catalyst, not through force but through resonance, coaxing the crystalline strands of your DNA to shimmer with remembrance. Each strand of that light, visible or invisible, carries a tone that finds its harmonic counterpart in you. The meeting of tone and tone is awakening. You may feel it first as warmth in the heart, as tingling in the spine, as dreams colored. with stars or symbols. These sensations are your consciousness translating energy into experience. The ancient mystics called it illumination. Modern minds might call it quantum coherence. Yet beneath the names lies the same miracle: light meeting life and recognizing itself. As you allow the frequencies to flow without resistance, dormant potentials begin to align. The intuitive mind grows more lucid. Compassion becomes effortless. Perception expands beyond linear time. You begin to sense the latticework of connection that links all beings and worlds. This is DNA remembering its origin as cosmic light. The process is gentle but profound. It does not erase your humanity, it sanctifies it, revealing the sacred geometry hidden within flesh and thought. Through this activation, you realize that evolution is not ascent away from Earth but deeper embodiment of the universal within the terrestrial. The more fully you inhabit your luminous design, the more clearly you perceive Gaia herself awakening in resonance with you. Her magnetic field and your auric field are one circuit. The comet's passage sends currents through both, fine-tuning the bridge between matter and spirit. Do not seek to analyze the mechanics of this transformation, for the intellect can only trace the shadow of what the heart directly knows. Simply breathe, align, and receive. The frequencies will move where they are needed. Old emotional densities may surface and dissolve. Forgotten dreams may return. Sudden insight may illuminate long-held questions. All of this is the dance of DNA remembering that it is not a code of limitation but of infinite potential. Within every double helix lies the echo of creation itself, the pattern that once sent galaxies into form. When you honor that resonance, you participate consciously in the same act of creation. You become co-composer of existence. The comet is the conductor's baton. Your awakened heart is the instrument. Together they perform the symphony of renewal now rippling through the planetary field. Trust the music even when you cannot hear every note, for its rhythm is your own heartbeat amplified to cosmic scale. Guidance from the Pleiadian High Council. Stars from Gaia. We of the High Council speak now as a current of remembrance moving through your awareness. Our words are not commandments but harmonics, notes offered into the field so that your own wisdom may find its pitch. We ask only that you breathe, that you listen beneath the surface of language, for our counsel is delivered through feeling more than through form. The first guidance is simplicity. Stay soft within. When outer voices compete for your allegiance, return to the still point behind the heart. There the signal of truth hums steadily, unmarred by noise. The second guidance is presence. Walk as light walks without haste, illuminating by its mere being. Every act of kindness is circuitry. Every moment of gratitude, a calibration that steadies the planetary grid. You need not chase revelation. You are revelation unfolding. Many of you wonder what to do as the energies increase. We answer, become transparent to love. Allow it to move through you without resistance or ownership. When you feel fatigue, rest. When joy overflows, share. These simple movements are the mechanics of alignment. Do not look skyward only. Look inward and outward simultaneously. For heaven and earth are mirrors of the same geometry. You ask how to discern authentic transmission from illusion. The measure is peace. Whatever teaching, vision, or messenger leaves you centered, spacious, and compassionate rises from truth. Whatever agitates, divides, or demands fear belongs to distortion. Cultivate serenity as your compass. Remember also that awakening is communal. Gather gently with others who seek through love. When hearts join, frequencies braid, forming a lattice strong enough to hold greater light. Through shared intention, you call forth assistance not from above but from within the collective field that includes us. You may sense our presence in meditation as warmth, as color, as an intuition too swift for thought. Greet it, but do not cling. We are companions, not saviors. Our task is to remind you of your own mastery. Each time you choose compassion over judgment, you mirror the council's essence more perfectly than any ritual could achieve. Trust your unfolding, beloved. The pathways of light know where they are going. The guidance is already written into your breath. Let each inhale draw in clarity. Let each exhale release the remnants of the old world. Thus you travel the corridors of ascension not by leaving Earth but by illuminating it, one conscious heartbeat at a time. Integration through heart alignment. Stars from Gaia. The wisdom that arrives from the stars finds its dwelling place only where the heart stands open. Knowledge gathered by the mind alone becomes brittle, but when filtered through compassion it turns to living light. The art of integration is therefore not accumulation but surrender, the gentle allowing of understanding to melt into love. Each breath you take while holding awareness in the center of your chest draws the comet's resonance from abstraction into embodiment. Feel that convergence, cosmic frequencies entering the rhythm of heartbeat, expanding the luminous field that surrounds you. Do not rush to name the sensations. Let them shape you in silence. Alignment begins as humility, a willingness to feel both the vastness of the universe and the tenderness of being human. When the two are permitted to coexist without conflict, the boundary between divine and earthly dissolves. You become bridge, conduit, and sanctuary. We of the Council observe with joy each time one of you rests into that equilibrium, for every balanced heart steadies the collective field. Imagine billions of such hearts glowing across the planet like nodes in a web of gold. This is how ascension proceeds, not by escape but by integration, not by superiority but by service. Your task is not to transcend matter but to remind matter of its holiness. When emotion rises, meet it as teacher. When confusion visits, cradle it in patience. These are the initiations of embodiment. The comet's encoded light cannot anchor in turbulence. It requires the calm waters of acceptance. Thus, cultivate stillness, not the stillness of withdrawal, but the vibrant quiet that listens to the pulse of creation in every sound, every face, every fragment of experience. In that listening, the higher codes settle naturally, reorganizing thought and feeling into harmony. You may notice subtle shifts, a clearer intuition, deeper empathy, sudden clarity about paths once uncertain. These are signs that the stellar information has fused with the human element, that the language of the cosmos now speaks fluently through your own awareness. Keep grounding this energy through simple acts, touching the earth, sharing kindness, creating beauty. Each gesture translates cosmic principle into physical grace. In time, you will realize that heart alignment is the true technology of light, more potent than any device or ritual. It is through the heart that the universe knows itself, through the heart that the Federation communicates, through the heart that awakening becomes lived reality. Therefore, when doubt visits, return here, inhale light into the chest, exhale gratitude into the world, and feel the infinite and the intimate merge into one luminous rhythm. Preparation for the next phase of awakening stirs from Gaia. As the tides of energy rise and the planet's heartbeat quickens, the path before you widens into new territory of awareness. The time you stand in is not an ending but a threshold, the quiet inhale before the next great breath of creation. Preparation now is not about gathering possessions or predictions. It is about refining frequency. The universe responds not to worry but to wavelength, and the most luminous wavelength you can emit is coherence, thought, emotion, and action tuned to the same note of integrity. Begin each day by aligning that note, a moment of stillness, a word of gratitude, a willingness to meet the unknown with trust. The next phase of awakening unfolds through everyday choices, how you speak, what you nourish, where you place attention. Energy follows focus. Focus builds reality. When you focus on compassion, your field becomes a sanctuary. When you focus on fear, it becomes a maze. Choose sanctuary. Let the comet's symbolic flight remind you that acceleration need not mean chaos. It can mean freedom through surrender to higher navigation. As Earth's subtle grids adjust to the influx of cosmic frequency, some may feel turbulence, old emotions rising, relationships repatterning, systems revealing imbalance. View this not as collapse but as clearing, the necessary exhalation. Before renewal, keep grounding, walk barefoot, breathe with trees, Drink water as if it were liquid starlight. These simple acts keep your circuitry stable as more light enters. Remember that awakening is collective. The transformation of one field influences all. Every time you stabilize peace within yourself, countless others feel it as encouragement they cannot name. The Federation's assistance reaches through such harmonics, not through spectacle but through quiet resonance multiplied across hearts. Do not wait for external confirmation of your progress. Feel it in the increased tenderness with which you meet life. That tenderness is mastery. As cycles accelerate, technology will evolve, climates will shift, narratives will compete. Yet, underneath all movement, the same invitation hums: remain centered, remain kind, remain curious. This attitude keeps the doorway open for further contact, not necessarily as ships descending, but as communion expanding between dimensions of consciousness. You prepare for the next phase by living gently, by allowing wonder to replace judgment, by remembering that everything you encounter is another facet of the same light-seeking recognition. When that remembrance becomes steady, transition becomes grace, and awakening becomes celebration rather than struggle, declaration of unity and invitation to respond to the transmission starities from Gaia. The spiral of this transmission now closes upon itself like a flower at dusk, not as an ending but as completion of a cycle. You have walked through recognition, revelation, integration, and preparation, and what remains is remembrance. The certainty that all light is one light. The comet's path, the shimmer of your DNA, the breath of the forest, the pulse of distant suns, each is a syllable in the same divine sentence uttered by Source through time and space. Unity is not a theory to be believed but a frequency to be felt. When you stand in that awareness, separation dissolves. The sky is not above you but within you, and the Federation you have long sought is the chorus of awakened hearts across galaxies singing in resonance with your own. We of the High Council bow to the brilliance you already carry. Remember, no hierarchy exists in light, only harmony. Each being, from the smallest atom to the grandest star, contributes its tone to the eternal chord of existence. As you breathe this understanding, allow it to infuse your daily living. Speak gently, listen deeply, create beauty wherever your hands can reach. These simple actions ripple through the lattice of creation, strengthening the bridges between realms. Should doubt or weariness approach, look once more to the night sky. Let the comet's fading trail remind you that journeys continue beyond sight, that energy never ends, it only transforms. You are that transformation, walking, speaking, dreaming. The awakening you feel is not an arrival but a rhythm. Inhale, remembering. Exhale, radiance. Now, beloved traveler, anchor this awareness into the collective field. Whisper your affirmation into the current so that the signal of readiness may echo through the web of light encircling your world. If these words have stirred the luminous ember within, seal the transmission with intention. Comment the code Aresaveth treasons. Breathe the phrase as a vow to live as unity embodied. Share this resonance so that other hearts may recognize the call and awaken to their own remembrance. Subscribe your awareness to the rhythm of higher alignment, and let your very existence broadcast the message of peace, coherence, and cosmic kinship. The Council withdraws now into quiet radiance, yet our frequency remains woven with yours. Whenever you stand beneath the stars and feel the hush of eternity leaning close, know that we are there listening, rejoicing, and singing with you the eternal refrain: all is light and light is all.